Check. Check.
Yo. Hi. Hard breathing through kid on this madness, yo. Nairobi, are you ready for this? I don't think so. Go get ready. Big man thing, my people crazy. You better like it. Go get ready. My people crazy. You better like it. Good wonder. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Pretty girl, good wonder. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man. It's a party time. Yeah, we can end it, boa baby. It's a dazzle thing, arriba tu caliente. Give me this front fight, girl, I'm here to conquer, girl, In the business, I'm dangerous. My trigger on the baddest. The party just started. My body's in a hurry. I enter. Looking for a bad boy in the place. Ain't nobody bad. Enter. Looking for a bad boy in the place. Ain't nobody bad. I'm a bigger man. Careful, girl. Shock you in this reggaeton 10 times, girl. Good wonder. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Pretty girl. Good wonder. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man. It's a party time. Go get ready. Big man thing. My people crazy. You better like it, yo.
What up?
Yeah.
What up?
Freak.
What's up? Hey. We're here with Limitless Hoops, and I am on this time, so my audio isn't screwed up. Seriously, I have so many different audio options here. I'm not even sure where to start. I can just sound differently if I want by just flicking switches, and I don't really know what the switches do. Tell me which one you like the best. There's this. There's this, which sounds better to me. I don't know. Then there's volume buttons and stuff like that. And I have no clue how any of this stuff works. I'm just winging it. But maybe one day I'll find someone who's just better at doing this than I am. So anyways, Here we go. My green screen sometimes messes up too. It's like weird because of the lighting. Again, I'm no professional. I was a professional basketball player, not like this thingy, whatever you want to call this. All right, let's begin. Let's start off with our picture of the day. Just again, let me know if you can hear me. I see the volume up this time, so it should be good, but we'll see. All right, picture of the day is all right. These guys, man, like okay. So, as a person who is not a member of the younger generation, I'm officially old. Okay, it happens. I find myself saying things all the time that are like, "You whippersnappers, don't you do that?" Or like, "What? And back in my day, we used to do this." Like seriously, I'm saying stuff like that all the time. I thought about learning like a dance that came out where like the one where you throw your hands down and you like skip along. And I was like, no, I can't do that because I'm old and I'll just ruin the dance. The better that I get at it, the worse it'll be for the kids. So I was like, I'm officially old. Not to mention my receding hairline. But this thing is weird. All right. The Phoenix Suns, they act like they are superheroes before the game starts. Like JaVale McGee will like literally like, oh, it wasn't him. It was who was it? Other dude on their team was acting like Iron Man. Like put on the Iron Man mask and started elevating like this, and then they all start like cheering, and that's just not me, man. Like that's crazy. But maybe my imagination isn't strong enough. Maybe I didn't grow up with the DC universe long enough. Again, I don't know if it's Marvel or DC. Correct me in the comment section if you want. Be like, well, actually, all right. So yeah, and the fact that DeAndre Ayton cannot live without video games. I was on like the video game kick, 2 hours a night maybe. All right, and I thought mine was pretty obsessive, but yeah, you guys be wilding out on video games, man. Some people spend their entire lives on the games, and it's like literally like 14, 16 hours a day. I had a roommate like that in college. So that was like the beginning of it. He was a big Halo guy. All right. He actually got so good at Halo that he would hide outside of the game. Like it was like the screen would be glitching and he'd be like above the world of the game. And he'd be in spots that like engineers like just didn't find to fix. And he would just hop down and just kill people. And he was on the basketball team and like he did really bad. So I don't know how you guys do it. Again, most of this is jealousy because when I grew up, like just like my parents and grandparents said, they said all we had were ball and jacks. That's a ball. You pick up some metal thingies and then you catch the ball. And they're like, all we had was kick the can down the road. You guys have so much. And while we thought we had so much, you guys have a lot more. And I don't know how you guys juggle it all. And frankly speaking, like looking at the world of things, looking at like your basketball like prowess and things like that, you're not doing very well. The skill is improving in the NBA, like the upper echelon players, but overall, overall, looking at everyone, I think the game is getting younger. So like younger players are figuring out how to play it earlier, but the amount of like good solid players has to be lower because there's so much more to do. Basically, back in like back in the day, there were like 5 options. Now that there's like hundreds of options, you're just going to get fewer players playing. Same thing happened in baseball where everyone would try out baseball. So all the baseball players knew that they were baseball players. Now a dude like Wesley can go his whole life without understanding he has an arm that is like from a god. And he's like, should have been a baseball player. Too late now, right? All right. So, man, this is the strange world that you guys are growing up in. But take it like this. You could take it as an insult that I'm dogging your culture. You could also take it as like a sadness where like, then I can't make the NBA. No. You should take it as me opening the door up. Because all this means is that all those guys that were like Larry Bird and Magic Johnson growing up, who all they did was spend like 6 hours a day playing basketball because they had nothing else to do, and those guys would have been your competition. Now, they don't exist. Now there's so few of them, and they're like growing up in Serbia. All right, there's just so few of these guys that are trying their hardest that you actually have a better chance to make it. So see that as that's why you guys. That's why you get people like Alvarado in the NBA. Dudes like in the 80s and 90s, they were like huge guys. You had to be big, you had to be strong. Now it's like anyone who wants to get skilled up can make it. So that's like opening the doors for everything. So the fact that your generation basically sucks, it's a good thing for you. All you have to do is avoid the temptations, which is easier said than done. All right, you have to try to avoid these things as much as you can. Try not to be on TikTok for longer than 23 hours a day. No longer than 23 hours a day. That is tops. Okay, so calm down after that. Just start tapering back to like 22 and a half hours a day. All right, you got to sleep somehow, right? All right, we have games tonight. And we have like one game tonight, sorry. And so this means that we have officially hit the big time. All right, we are playing with the high school boys. All right, on a weeknight. Well, we have school tomorrow. What? This is like the pros, dude. Where they be playing Wednesday and Friday nights because you got to entertain the folks, right? So yeah, it's also a late game. Does it start at 8:30? Yeah, so be there at 8. And if you're younger, just go to practice. Be at practice. Coach Derek will be there. Uncle Derek to you guys. You can call him Uncle Derek. I tell him I said that. And you guys practice well. He'll probably do things a lot differently than I do it because I'm a stickler to everything. However he chooses to do it, you guys have to react to that and react well. Then we have, what else do we have? Beside our game, show up to that. We also have games this weekend. And let's see, the games this weekend are... What time are the games? All right, we got, workout tomorrow morning, workout tomorrow night. Open gym on Saturday. Oh, we have no game Saturday. All the games are on Sunday. All right, 11 o'clock for the 5th through 8th and for the 7th through varsity. So we'll have to split those teams again. Hopefully there's no hiccups this time. And then we have 1st through 4th playing at 2 o'clock and playing at 4 to 5 o'clock. All right, so that's a lot. Then we have shooting that night. So heads up for that schedule and make sure you guys are signed up for all that stuff. Let's start with the story of the day. Again, hopefully the audio works. All right, what's up, Connor Rush? See you, Kieran and Declan Louth. Hey, Noah Masseth. All right, ready for this story of the day? Watch it. Anyone can be great in the beginning when everything is going well. True character consists of what you do and how you act on your 3rd and 4th attempts after failing. Alright, so if you could hear that, it said, anyone can be great in the beginning. What's up, Wesley Trout? Anyone can be great in the beginning when everything is going well. All right, that's what we said to Connor, right, when he first joined, right? It was like, you're in your honeymoon phase, right? All right, and that's what we're saying to Noah right now. All right, true character consists of what you do and how you act on your 3rd and 4th attempts after failing. All right, that's deep. Basically, it says that the fight doesn't start until you get knocked out. All right, no one is judging you at all until you fall flat on your face. Then they want to see how you react. And when all these coaches are watching you guys, when all these coaches were watching me, when all the coaches watch anybody, I've talked to many of them, and they say the same thing that I would look for. They say that they're not looking to see if the kid can score, make threes, or whatever. Because like a lot of kids can do that. They're looking to see like when this kid shows up to my school, will he help me win games? All right. That's it. They don't care about anything else. They don't really care if you win a championship or not, or if you can D up some middle schooler. All right? They really don't care about that because there's so many guys that can do that stuff. They're looking to see if when you get to their school, can you win them games and can you make them money? Okay? Don't get it twisted. Now, how can you win them games? Well, once you get there, you have to improve. Because whoever a freshman isn't quite good enough, right? They have their pick of players. They want to find someone who can improve, Who's going to improve? I don't know. Probably someone who works out. So they want to see if you're tough. They want to see if you're improving first. Secondly, they want to see if you can handle hardships. Because like once you get to college, man, it's not just college basketball that you're doing. It's college school, college. All right, you have to go out there and like for the first time in your life, do something without your parents. That's why I'm asking you guys to like book events and stuff like that, because your parents won't be there at college with you. Those of you guys who have parents just doing things for you right now, they're sabotaging you. You're going to get to college and be like, wait, so who handles my registration? I do. Who handles my alarm clock in the morning? I do. Wait, who handles driving me to school? Wait, I do again? Who handles my laundry? I do. Wait. What does someone else handle beside me? Nothing. You have to do it all. And then if you're playing a sport on top of that, that's tough. So what they're looking at in these games, they're not looking to see how you act when you score. They're looking to see how you act when you don't score. Like, do you put your head down? Do you point to your teammate as the person at fault? They're not looking to see what happens when the referee calls the right call. When you're like, yeah, charge, we're going the other way. Yeah, and then they're like, wow, that guy really handled that referee call well. Man, it went in his favor, and he just smiled. No, they're looking to see, they are hoping the referee calls a ridiculously bad call, and they want to see how you react. They want to see if you get in the referee's face. And as soon as you do, you're out. They want to see what happens when the other team elbows you in the face. How do you react? Are you the type to, like, suck it up, score 40 on them? Or are you the type to swing back? Are you the type to just shut up and just lay down on the ground, right? They don't like one of those three things. So realize that it's not about the actual game. It's about the game within the game. Right? It's about after you fail, how do you respond to failure? That's what people care about. That's what matters the most. Okay? How are you responding now that everything sucks? Because it's gonna suck. I mean, what's the greatest thing in the entire world? I mean, like, people say this is better than winning the lottery. People say this is like the best thing on earth. I personally would not know this, but people say it's having a kid, right? They put that above everything, having a child. Look how horrible that is. You see parents complaining about that crap all the time. I mean, so if that is the best thing in the world and they complain that much, probably take the hint that anything is going to suck that you do, like to a large extent. Even like if you get your dreams, part of it's going to suck. And you're going to have to keep up with this, keep up with that. There's no way that you like 100% of something. There's no way. All right. So it's how you get through the sucky parts is how you're going to be amazing during the best parts. All right. Let's get to our trivia question. I'm going to do it quickly today. All right. Earlier trivia question. So maybe we can dodge Finn Kaufman. I'm trying to give you guys a chance. All right. Again, I'm going to our trivia page right now to see what the random video of the day is going to be. All right. And it is about that guy right there. Okay. I can find a trivia question for him. Let's see this real quick. All right. Trivia question for the day is, let me see. Ooh, the hardest trivia question of this day. All right. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Nope, not that one. Nope. Oh, I got one for you. Okay, here's a really random one. I don't even know this one. All right, so good luck with the trivia question today. Okay, here we go. In 2007, Dwayne Wade had a shoulder injury. Who was the player that bumped him that year to give him that shoulder injury? This is the Dwayne Wade question, and it's in 2007. Who bumped Dwayne Wade to give him a shoulder injury? I honestly don't know this one. Oh, man. I couldn't even tell you. I have no idea. I might as well look it up, right? Let me see. Let's search Google. It's an altercation. Who was it? Who was this guy? Oh, I think I have a hint. This is actually a very, very hard question here. He was hurt for a long time. Does anyone know this question? This is a hard one. Man. I don't think I've ever asked this hard a question because I can't even find the answer. Alright. I think I know who it is. I personally don't remember it. I think you're right. Let's see. I gotta make sure. Yep, that's the guy right there. And boom, 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 boom. The answer is Shane Battier. All right, Shane Battier. If I read the story correctly, he got tangled up with Dwayne Wade, as Dwayne Wade grimaced in pain before going to the bench. A couple of minutes later, he was helped into the locker room, and he was injured for a while. With a shoulder injury that lasted. You knew it by heart, huh? I'm sure. Your heart was just slow that time? I'm positive, man. So Connor with his first point of the month. Congratulations, Connor. You know, interesting thing about Shane Battier. He played for, I don't know, I think like Duke or something like that, North Carolina, one of those two schools. And when he got to the NBA, he became a defensive stopper. All right. He's the guy that I point out when Tim Duncan shot his hook shot, point blank range, and he just chested him up and made Tim Duncan miss a point blank range like hook shot because it's a tough shot to shoot. And it was like in the finals, and that eventually led to Ray Allen's shot in the corner. But he was a defensive stopper, and he had an entire book like of notes that he wrote about Kobe Bryant, like where Kobe Bryant likes to shoot, which direction he likes to go, all this stuff, and like only like people within the organization knew about this book, and he would like study it all the time to guard Kobe Bryant, and then Kobe Bryant found out about it, and he kind of lit him up. But he goes, "My hand's there. That's all that I wanted. I want my hand to be in his face. That is it." All right, but he was a very, very interesting player, very, very heady, on many, many teams, and apparently he injured Dwayne Wade. I am sure it is extreme cap in the comment section right there. Extreme cap. Wait, can I say extreme? Wait, can I say cap? I already talked about how I'm old. Oh man, I hope so. All right. Anyway, let's move on to our movie of the day. This is our last movie that we're talking about this month. All right, and this movie is called The Great White Hype. Not trying to be racist. It's the name of the movie. I'm sorry, okay? But yes, this dude right here is the heavyweight champion of the world. Second straight boxing movie. We talked about Hurricane yesterday. All right, he's the heavyweight champion. And by the way, this movie is definitely a 12th grade movie, guys. I mean, there's some raunchy stuff in this movie. I mean, hey, this guy's smoking right before his fight. All right, and he's watching Dolomite. It's some like 70s like blaxploitation film or something like that. All right, but yes, this dude got challenged by some white dude in boxing, but white guys aren't supposed to be great at boxing. Ask Klitschko that now, but yes, and he's billed as the Great White Hype, and I guess like I'm not sure exactly what like led up to it or something like that, but it's a huge comedy. This is a Wayans brother. There's 80 million of them, and I would say the movie, it was funny. There were parts of it. He definitely like underestimated his opponent by a lot. You will enjoy this movie if you watch it. It's not the greatest movie in the whole world. If I had to give it 50 stars, I got to give it not 50 stars. I'm going to say this movie is, it's below 40. It's above 30, but not too much above 30. I'm going to give this movie 35 stars because it's funny. It was going to be like 32 if it was just a movie, but like 35 because it is pretty funny. You will laugh at this movie. 35, 36. So 35 and a half stars for The Great White Hype. All right, that's the movie for the day or for the month for 12th graders. If you guys watch any of our movies, make sure that you guys post them. I'll talk about the conglomerate of all the movies tomorrow, plus mention our first days of challenges. If you have the book, make sure that you follow all the challenges, including the the movie that you're supposed to watch, but also the daily challenges and the monthly homework. The monthly homework for this month is 21 by 3 jumps, 21 times off the right leg, left leg, and both legs. You can do it straight up if you want. You can do it from the free throw line if you want. You can also do it from sprinting and from the 3-point line if you want to get the full benefits of it, however. All right? And if you jump that much, I mean, learning how to jump is an enormous tool in basketball. It's used for dunking, for rebounding, for scoring, for blocking, for a lot of different things. All right? Jumping is enormous, and the best way to learn how to jump or to jump higher is just to jump a lot. And when you jump, reach for something. All right, reach like beyond the freaking backboard. Try to jump over the backboard. All right. Anyways, let's get to our homework real quick. Who's been posting homework? Anyone out there been posting homework? We got 21 by 3 by Noah Masseth. Hard Goat is clutch. I don't even know what you're talking about. Weston with the homework posted by Rohit. So I'm guessing Wesley is having his homework posted by Rohit because Wesley can't figure it out. Maybe it's because you have an Android. Even though Android is made by Google, Google owns YouTube. So really, your phone should work better than all of ours. I think you just don't understand. But chances are you just haven't tried. All right. Most things in life are because we just don't care or don't try. You can be as good as you want to be. I promise you guys. And the second that you take that upon yourself to do this kind of stuff right here, you're gonna improve. All right. You're gonna get better. You're gonna get wildly better, and you won't regret it. I promise you. If you put your all out there, you won't regret it. No one who's ever given his best has regretted it, and you won't be the first. So go out there and try your best. And again, especially if you have like a tool like the book that we present in our entire program, don't miss a day. Organize your homework around that. Organize your life around that. This is a huge opportunity that you guys are being given. So make sure that you guys take the opportunity. Speaking of opportunities, this summer we have all of our events in July lined up. Make sure that you guys sign up before June 1st. I'm about to put it out there to everyone on Monday to sign up before June 1st for the July tournaments. All right, this is an opportunity. I am the crazy coach that allows you guys to play in the top divisions in the country. I allow you guys to travel. If you tried to get on the travel team, you would be hard pressed, because the travel teams only accept certain types of people. The teams in Colorado that travel are very, very few, because we're not a very good state at basketball. I would say that there are less than 10 clubs that travel, and we have probably we have hundreds of clubs in Colorado, and only like 10, maybe 20 travel, and they don't play against the best teams. Only us and maybe a couple more might play against the best teams. All right, that's insane, and you're being given this opportunity. Yes, not along with other good players and stuff like that, just with yourselves, but you're being given the exact opportunity that you would kill for, and you may not get it any other year. If we have a whole bunch of good players that show up to our program, I'm going to select them over you, but this year I can't. This is your opportunity right here. Don't be in 8th grade or 10th grade or 12th grade looking back upon this and being like, I should have went. Because I would love to go now, but now I don't get to experience that. And, out of all my basketball, all my years, playing overseas, playing in college, winning championships in high school, the best time I've ever spent was on the road for basketball in AAU. I promise you, those summers were the best. I honestly never got better for me. I mean, I loved it. It was fantastic. You were away from your parents. You were playing a sport. It was like you were a pro, kind of, because that was the only thing that you were there for. And I don't know, it was a special environment where, like, you don't know if coaches were watching you or not. You're playing against guys that you've never heard of before. Maybe guys that might be going to the pros. And you're trying to, like, track them and stuff like that. It was a very interesting time. And, like, it was awesome, man. Like, I don't know, come to think of it, the summer sessions were as close as I would ever come to playing in the actual pros. I know I played D1, but those would be like, occasional. We would play against professional basketball players. During the summertime, especially at those camps I went to, I mean, there were probably like 50 future NBA guys in the same building. And I remember them all. It was just like, oh, that dude. I'm playing against them all. It was basically like my chance to be in the NBA. So this is your chance to be in the NBA, even if you're just a fourth grader. I'll put you up against some future NBA guys, and it's going to be interesting. Ask them what their names are. All right. Anyways, let's move on. We got our quote of the day. Is poor starts don't guarantee poor finishes. All right, this goes for everybody, man. Whether you're growing up and you kind of skip the opportunity to shoot 500 shots a day since you were in first grade, it doesn't guarantee poor finishes. You know what? But I will say this: it does assist in poor finishes. So when you guys start games, or if you guys are young right now, start off well. You won't have to worry about a poor finish. Start off well and develop some momentum. All right, but if you do start off badly, don't fret too much because you can always overcome that. All right, if you're feeling like you're like too old to truly make a difference, you can overcome that. All right, poor starts don't guarantee poor finishes. All right, for our workouts, elementary school, the stuff that we did, that was stuff that we will do in the future is overhead board passes, so heads up for that. Drive left, right, pass high, low. On-ball defense, ball cut versus face cut. Kobe post moves coming up. Double bounce series. Again, I'd like to tell you guys what's coming up. Assume we will be doing all this stuff on separate courts for different age groups once we get enough people. But for right now, just know what's upcoming so you can practice it in the meantime. Stuff that we did last week, I'd like to go over that as well. The back down series, we did okay at that. Now try to apply it in the games. Apply pressure on them continuously. Pick and roll, rescreen off a flat show. We are starting to understand that a little bit more. Statue of Liberty didn't go great, but it wasn't as bad as last time. 2-ball catch layup, not the greatest. Dowel jumps, we are getting faster at that. And then peekaboo shots. We're starting to understand that, and I've seen a few of you guys try to apply it. Not during the games, but during our open gyms and during our our workouts a little bit. So great job with that. All right, the workout that we're doing next is 3-4-5-4-3-2-1 run, countdown game, one-on-one sprint, successful dribble shots, diagonal hurdle layups, and then sandbag slides. All during the workout, so heads up. All right, I don't know what that means, Connor Rush. Is that like a Virgo sign or something? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, don't forget that we have all the game stuff coming up here. All right, and there's one thing that I wanted to show you. All right, now everyone is different, and I keep saying this. So on our Limitless Hoops page, guys, I have all the teams right here, and every team is different. You can select which team that you think might be you. There's a quiz right here that will tell you what team to be on, your ideal team, and it'll just ask you what location that you live in, and 3 questions, and it'll pick one of these teams for you. All these teams, they also have all of their all their details right here that says a little bit about them because they are for every personality type. If this team that we're on right now, our 50 All-Stars team, which says our teams are comprised of unique, independent, and highly analytical leaders determined to reach their long-term goals through structure, competence, and perpetual improvement of themselves and those around them. If that's not you, that's why it's kind of hard to fit in with my personality. All right, some of these other people are more run and gun, loosey-goosey, having fun sort of stuff, or some of the other ones are even more meticulous. Some of them are mean, some of them are nice. All right, but when you go to these teams, not only are there certain things like the beatboxing that I showed you last time for the Warriors, but there's also on the Tigers page, I have recipes. Literally, they like to cook. This type of person just likes to cook food. So I have that on there as a part of their thing because they just need to rest sometimes. The Sharks, they have a Rubik's Cube, I believe, where literally you can make a Rubik's Cube. And you can you can construct it because they're the more brainy types and things like that. And then for this one, which is the most interesting one, and this is what I think about every time that I see you guys taking days off and stuff like that. The Lions, they have just a chill section where you can just chill. All right, and boom, you can chill, and if you click on the button, you can chill the line. That's literally it. All right, because sometimes you do need to just chill. So you guys needing to chill, know that we will have some time from that, and I will try to make it so that you guys are best being served. But make the most of this program while you have it. Again, it may not be your personality type, it may not be who you exactly are, but understand, sometimes you don't need to just chill. All right, you guys. If everyone withdraw all their money from the banks and the banks would have to print more money, I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, I probably. That's called a run on the bank. It actually does happen. It happened in a movie as well. All right, that's my time. I'll talk to y'all later. See you at practice, homies, and see you at the game tonight. Don't be late. Peace out.
Carry on this madness.
Ati, spola pale wesi mi roga mama sita mi ufanya mademu kwa nabaki kujishika iwe dancehall ama hip hop buda mina wakilisha tunaband tuko party tunaband hii weekend tukendi yo hashtag check it tunaban press it to the one cha 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 mademu pako hapa wanadai tu vijiti wanjiti kwa kiti waresh pako fiti weekend tunaban adi che wanja for the G top on the panty
Kuja, Twanda. It's a dancehall thing and never surrender. Pretty girl, Kuja, Twanda. It's a dancehall thing and never surrender. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man. It's a party time. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man.